We started our hike on the Florida Trail at I-75 rest area, hiked 8 miles to the Oak Hill campsite, and back to the rest area. March 21, 10 o'clock, we are parked at the Collier County rest area, and we are going to start the Big Cypress Swamp section of the Florida Trail from Collier County rest area to away from the visitor center. Yes. And maybe back if we can't get a ride, because we have no vehicle at the other end. We'll see how it goes.
Last time I walked with you, we got attacked by dogs and Bedouin boys.
All right, we're leaving the Collier County rest area, and there's some orange marks, blazes, and there's the rest area over there. We're going left. Taking left at the Greater Naples Fire Rescue Station number 63. We're leaving the rest area. This is the beginning of this section of the Florida Trail into the swamp.
Close the gate, you'll never get out.
We are heading into the unknown, the Florida Swamp. And here's the Florida Trail marker, and the blazes are going to be in orange. 10:05, we filled our permit out online and put it in this mailbox at the trailhead with a bunch of other permits. And it looks like it might be dry. 2-track for a little ways at the beginning. That was a 15 footer, I would say.
At least 12 to 15. I've lived here all my life.
There's animal trails all through here. You can just see them going into the swamp. Probably alligators, other types of animals. There's another alligator underwater. Just submerged. You don't want to step in this nest of fire ants. They're going crazy. 11:05. Walking down some dirt roads for a while. Dry so far, but it's usually wet. A lot of old mud holes along here. But and a few little wet areas, but our feet are dry so far. And we are actually, it looks like we're going onto a trail. So I have a feeling it's going to start getting wet and swampy pretty soon. What do you think, Joe?
I think we've already seen a little of it.
Yeah, this is nice. It's pretty dry right now. All we need is water to drink. Starting to get a little thicker in areas. Slight elevation change and everything changes. We're in a little bit of a hammock here. Bromeliads growing all over in the trees. .11:40, it's getting muddy. Joe just fell down, tripped on a tree stump. If you're gonna break an ankle, do it now while we're close to civilization. Don't do it at the end of the day. What kind of snake is that?
Oh, that's a rattlesnake, dude.
No, it's not a rattler. Yellow. Didn't have a... There's a hammock over there in the distance with all the trees growing on it. And pretty open through here. Breeze kicking up and high and dry so far. And we can see snails along the trail. Some kind of crab nest, and it's much more difficult walking in this mud than it looks. Some raccoon tracks along the way. Few wildflowers out today.
Are you just going through it?
We're gonna start getting wet feet now, coming into the water. Nice, clear, clean water. I now officially have soakers. That's all right. It's easier walking in this than in the mud. Joe, we're getting wet feet. And there's a lot of fish swimming down our trail. Water is actually pretty warm, warmer than I thought it would be. I did this back in 2015. I started in Key West, hiked all the way to Montgomery, Alabama. I was on the trail 1,600 miles, did the whole Florida Trail. Brings back a lot of memories. It's easier walking when it's wet. When I did the Florida Trail 2015, this was all underwater. It was pretty much water the whole way. So this is very dry. I mean, that sure looks like a snake trail, like a big snake going all the way through here. Big python, probably. $12:45, we're crossing a dirt road. Crossing this dirt road again. Trail veers off to the left. You can see some of the limestone with all the shells in it along the trail. And there's a beautiful bromeliad. There's a turn off, and there's no signs or anything. I think this might be Ivy Camp, but there's some nice tent sites, nice flat areas, and a fire pit over there. We're resting at Ivy Camp. What happened, Joe?
I lost my shoe in the mud. 6 inches deep, I couldn't get it out. Pulled my foot up, gone.
Sucked, right? He thought an alligator might have got it.
Kenneth, the things I do following you will be the end of me.
And it's 1 o'clock and we're taking a break. We think this is Ivy Camp. Started at Alligator Alley, Collier County Rest Area, and we hiked. I think now we are at Ivy Camp.
Hey.
We're leaving Ivy Camp to continue south.
Did I not do this correctly?
About 20 minutes past Ivy Camp, there's another hammock here, small one with a nice flat spot for 2 tents. Yeah, you can do it. Joe, anytime you want to go back, just tell me. I'll do whatever you say. It's getting deeper here now. This is the deepest part so far, and it's actually easier walking in this water now. Feels really good on the feet. Maybe there's a snake in there. What's in there? Something. We've been walking through water ever since lunch, and this is supposed to be the deepest area on the whole trail from here up to the old campsite where we're headed today. Very beautiful area, even though it is mud above the ankles. Very difficult walking. Three o'clock, we're walking alongside a hammock, high point with trees and no water, but it is not our campsite. A lot of limestone in here. You sink down to your knee in spots in here when you step into a limestone sinkhole. Here comes Joe. He's hot and wet. This is crazy.
Not good. I think I'm going to spend the night here tonight.
3:40, crossing another 2-track, but the trail keeps going this way. Someone pitched a tent right there. Nice flat tent spot. This is the worst part of the trail so far. Mud is just sticking and stuck in my shoes off. It's like glue. Literally, we're walking through glue. I think we're entering the Black Lagoon.
Where the Black Lagoon monster lives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is entering into the Black Lagoon, the deepest spot of the trail. Means the old campsite should be coming up. It's much easier walking here in the water than it was back there in the mud. It's really hard to judge distance. I thought we would have been to the campsite already, but I think we're walking about a mile an hour, or maybe even a little less. Very beautiful in this area. This is definitely the Black Lagoon here.
Yep. This is...
Filtering water out of the Black Lagoon. Gotta be getting close to the Oak Hill Camp. Where? Are you kidding me? We made it. There it is. God bless Oak Hill. It's 4:50.
And the bugs are swarming.
Made it to Oak Hill. See how this place looks.
Got attacked.
I camped here 7 years ago doing the Florida Trail. Here's Oak Hill Camp. Yeah, somebody left garbage. There's always somebody who doesn't have very good trail etiquette. Here's camp at Oak Hill. As soon as you get in the hammock out of the sun, the mosquitoes start coming out. Sand on the insoles and under the insoles. Got to clean that out periodically just to keep the blisters down. That sand coated on my foot. Got to clean that off. Gonna get blisters. Joe's cleaning his shoes and got some smoke going to keep the mosquitoes away.
Yeah, baby.
Solomon's filtering. We got water out of the Black Lagoon to filter today.
I just had to push a few bugs aside.
It's 7:50 and getting dark. Mosquitoes are out, but not too bad, but we're going to bed.
Well, we do got a little smoke going, a little green on the fire.
We're smoking the mosquitoes out tonight.
Yeah, so that's good.
March 22 at Oak Hill campsite, and the sun's coming up. There are no mosquitoes out this morning, and I'm eating my usual breakfast of Pop-Tarts and a banana. Hey, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, amazing. Did I snore?
You snored like a maniac. I had to put earplugs in. The ground was vibrating, literally. It was so loud. One of the worst things about hiking in a swamp is putting on your wet shoes and socks in the morning.
I think it's wet underwear, but...
And wet underwear. But my underwear were dry. Leaving the Oak Hill campsite, and we're gonna head back north to Collier County rest area because we don't have a car at Oasis Visitor Center, and we really don't want to walk all the way back. We're only gonna do 10 miles in and 10 miles out. And the mud and water is still here this morning, and the sun is coming out. It's gonna be a gorgeous day. Heading back through the Black Lagoon this morning, and I think I just spotted the creature from the Black Lagoon hiding behind one of these cypress trees. Joe is filling up on water this morning.
I learned a trick. With the log, you stop the mud from flowing, and you get the cleaner water on the other side. So it usually works.
Good deal. There goes Joe looking for some pythons. Python could be dropping out of a tree any second and constricting him before the final swallow. Just ran into a pocket of dragonflies. Gecko just went down the hole. This would probably be a good spot to spot some wildlife if you're willing to be patient. 10:10 in the morning on our way back to Collier County rest area. Some cypress knees coming up out of the ground. A few hammocks in the distance, coming up to another pretty spot in the trail. You can see the oily film on the ground. Looks like oil, but it's actually some kind of algae given off by plants. Walking through the weeds is much more solid ground. Ant's got a nest in the tree here. 11:50, back at Ivy campsite. So I'll stop in here and have some lunch. We just had lunch, took a break at the little campsite just south of Ivy Camp. 12:40, we're back at Ivy Camp. We never saw the sign coming from the other direction. Walk through it and then keep heading out. 2:05, we're back on the road, off the trail. And it's road walking from here to the rest area. Made it back to the parking lot at the rest area. Close the gate, please.
20 miles.
We did about 20 miles. 2:50, we're back. So we just did 10 miles in, hike back to the car. Here we are, back at Collier County Rest Area.